Hey guys, it is Autumn Skylar Sings here, and today I am going to be doing another sort of talking video, basically going over some of the things that we have gotten updates on regarding my condition. Well, conditions, plural, because we are in that territory now. So yeah, if you guys don't like these kind of videos, I suggest clicking off now, but if you're interested, please listen away. So as you guys firstly will notice, I have gotten a haircut. I just got it, and mostly the primary reason for this haircut is, my hair was so long, I got 10 inches cut off, enough to donate. So there was a lot of hair there, and, with my upcoming surgery, it's just going to be easier having shorter hair. It's going to be more manageable. There's going to be less of a chance of, the hair getting stuck while, into the incision and stuff. It's just going to make life a lot easier. So that was the main reason behind that. Also, this was ripping out my long hair, and now it won't do that. So that's great. Loving life, not gonna wake up in the middle of the night with my hair being ripped out of my head anymore. So that's lovely. Anyways, going on to the medical things, which is pretty much the core of the video. Basically, we have seen 2 out of the 3 of the surgeons that are going to be working on me. Both of them have signed off on surgery. We are now just waiting for them to call us, basically, with surgery date. It's going to be end of July, definitely. And yeah, I'm going to be having a normal neurosurgeon, my neurosurgeon, at Weill Cornell, who's going to be going in through the dura, going to be buzzing my cerebral tonsils to make them shrink up, because right now they're not where they're supposed to be. I'm going to be getting the fusion surgery in C1 and C2, and that's going to hopefully correct the neck instability that they've seen on my scans. It's going to help my pain. It's going to help just with a lot of things. That is the goal. We also have found out a couple of things, as I was talking about, conditions plural. Basically going off of the description that we were given about what was seen on the scans I took that day before seeing the surgeon that is going to be doing the screws in my neck. They basically saw something called basilar evagination, which I'm just going to be reading the Wikipedia of it because I have it on my laptop right now because I didn't want to give the wrong information. Basically, this is enfolding of the base of the skull that occurs when the top of the C2 vertebrae migrates upward. It can cause narrowing of the foramen magnum, the opening in the skull where the spinal cord passes through the brainstem. It also may press on the lower brainstem, and they said that they saw evidence of C2 pressing on my brainstem when I did one of, how they take the x-rays of you going down and then going up, and they saw it. I forget which way they saw it. But they did say that C2 is pressing on the brainstem, which means that I do have basilar evagination. I'm sorry if I'm butchering that, but I am not the best with new vocabulary. So we're going to be going forward with the surgery, definitely. I'm very excited. I'm also a little bit nervous, but mostly excited. I'm excited to see how this is going to improve my day-to-day going about. I'm excited to see, after I heal, which is going to take about 3 months after surgery of me being in the hard collar before I can take it off, because, if they do the fusion and I don't wear the hard collar, then it's not going to fuse into the correct place. It's just going to be a mess. So, if I want to have a successful operation, then I'm going to have to wear this 3 months after, and I do intend to and plan to. And I'm very excited to see how far I'm going to be able to get mobility-wise, how much I'm going to be able to get back. I'm really hopeful about starting college next year, about learning to drive, because these are things that have had to be put on hold. But for the most part, I, myself, am hopeful. But, this is kind of our last resort. They only want to do, this last surgery. They don't want to have to go in again. That's why they're going to be doing multiple surgeries at once to limit the chances of them needing to do another revision, which, I understand. They also mentioned that it's possible that too much of my skull was taken out during the initial Chiari surgery, and that's okay, typically, But for someone like me that already had neck instability, you know, the doctors didn't know because my first surgery was done as an emergency. But since I do have neck instability, them taking away a little too much of the skull kind of is part of what has caused the resurgence of all of the symptomology and even the worsening of symptomology. So it's very good that we are finally getting the answers. We're finally figuring out why I didn't get better, why certain things have been so hard for me after all of this. And it's just nice to kind of get validated that, you know, we've kind of, me and my parents have been right the whole time. You know, we kept saying, you know, the doctors aren't correct. They're blaming this all on my anxiety, but, you know, there is MRI, X-ray, CAT scan evidence of something else occurring. And at first they were not believing us, but now that we are at Weill Cornell, we are with the experts in Chiari and related conditions, they are saying, yes, you have all of these things that you should not have in these places. We need to go in and move them where they're supposed to be, because things are not as they should be. You know, it's not as severe as it could have been. I still do have minimal, but it still is some CSF flow. So the hope is also that getting more adequate CSF flow is going to improve all of my symptomology. And also they're expecting that when they go in, they're expecting my cerebral tonsils to be pretty close to dead and atrophied? Is that the word? I think that's the word. I'm not entirely sure. I could be completely, again, could be butchering it. I'm not great with new vocabulary, but I'm just trying to think. I think that's the word that he used, is that he thinks they would be... Now I can't even remember the word. Whatever I just said, that's what he thinks, you know, they're going to look dead, basically. Dead, white, shrivelly, achy. So the cauterizing will shrink them up and hopefully get them all healthy and juicy and flowing right and make everything work as it should be. And, you know, I'm just glad that finally, I know I'm not crazy. I know that there is a reason why I did not get better, and it's not my fault. And that's great. I also wanted to let you guys know, you know, I've been working really hard. I wanted to get my core strength up before surgery, and I've pretty much been doing yoga every single day, multiple times a day, and I've gotten real good. I'm real flexible with the help of the Ehlers-Danlos. You know, I've always been really flexible, but now I'm like crazy flexible. Like borderline. I wouldn't even say borderline. It's very far away from me being a contortionist, but, you know, I can put my foot behind my head when I have stretched, you know, a bit. I can't just like do it out on the fly. I gotta prepare my body for it, but I can do some cool trickety-doo-dahs. That's nice. You know, and I'm really proud of, you know, it's hard for me to talk about being proud of myself because I kind of feel that that's, you know, sounds full of myself and hubristic and all of that. But I am proud that I have been working hard. I mean, I maintained, you know, my GPA for my senior year of high school. Like, all of my GPAs combined is, like, 4 point something or whatever. So that's good. We pretty much have everything planned out. I know what to expect. I know that it's not going to be easy, that there are the possibility of complications, but I don't think anything is going to happen, and I certainly don't hope anything happens. You know, I really don't want to have to do inpatient physical rehabilitation again, and so long as everything goes as they are saying it's going to go, and nothing unforeseen happens, then it's going to be right as rain, and that's going to be great. I'll spend 2 weeks on the couch, you know, probably hating life, but then after that, I'll, you know, slowly but surely be able to work my way into figuring out what my new normal is. And I just hope, even if I'm not back to 100% who I was and the amount of mobility that I had before all of this, even if I'm not 100%, even if I'm not 90 or 80%, even if I'm just 20% better, that is going to make an enormous difference. I mean, and I've already been able to get so much done, even with the limited energy, you know, the extreme pain that I still experience. I have gotten a lot done, some things that even you guys don't know about. Like, I've written lots of songs, I've written, you know, I'm on the second draft of a book that I'm writing, I'm past 60,000 words. You know, I have utilized the time that's been given to me pretty much as utilized as time could ever be used. I've really tried to distract myself and get the building blocks going for what I want the rest of my life to look like. And it's kind of a blessing in disguise that I got this time, you know, not doing senior year, not going to school, getting tutors at the house, and having all this time to work on the things that are the most important to me. I think that even though it's been miserable pain-wise, productively, I have gotten a lot done. And, you know, I always worry about, you know, leaving my mark on the world, you know, when I die in like 50, 60 years, because I'm gonna live forever. But, you know, when I do eventually kick the bucket, you know, when I'm like 500 years old, I want to be able to leave behind great things and to have done things that not everybody does, and to be able to really share with people who I am, the things that go on in my mind, and basically to give you guys some insight into who I am. And I don't know when any of these projects that I'm working on are going to be in a platform where any of you guys can really witness, see, read, listen, whatever the specific project is. I don't know when that's all going to culminate into something that is visible for you guys to see, because right now I'm just, you know, I'm working on perfecting my songs, I'm working on perfecting my book, so that way when I put out this material, it is the best that it can be, and it is the best representation and an accurate representation of what I want to produce and what I want to put out into the world. And, you know, it could take a few years, but I'm already getting the building blocks set up now, and, you know, I'm really hopeful for surgery. I really think that it's looking up. Things are heading in the right direction, and that's a really nice feeling. It's really nice to feel hopeful for a change. So I hope you guys enjoyed me kind of going into, you know, not really 100% about everything that you guys have not seen, or things that have changed since the last time I've talked to you. No, if I were to go into every single thing in my life that you guys don't know about or that's changed, it would be a very long video. Very long. Too long. But maybe someday. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this kind of sit-down, chill, talking video about updating you guys, and I will let you guys know when surgery is scheduled. And just so you know, it's going to probably be a few weeks of me not uploading onto YouTube just to let me recover. I know that you guys don't really, you know, you guys aren't really expecting me to upload, but I do feel a little bit bad that I'm going to have to put it on the back burner. But I will come back. I do love my YouTube channel for what it is. I do enjoy that I have this outlet along with many other outlets, and I think that it's very helpful for me. And I hope that it's helpful for you guys, or at least entertaining. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next video, which definitely will be a singing video, I promise. I love you guys, and thanks for watching. Bye, guys.